All right. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. If your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate, sitting up on some blocks or some blankets, and that will make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine when you sit up. Okay, palms face up. Fingers come to Dhyana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And as you ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. And start to let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga, call and response. Om Apavitraha, Om Apavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Bundrikaksham, Bundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers go back to Gyan Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest, big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll center. A few more rounds. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Extending the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. And back to center, switch them around. And back to center again. Cross your shins and take the opposite shin on top. Raise your arms up high, extend, twist to the right. Back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back up again, other side. Back to center. Legs forward, forward fold. All right, take it back up. Keep the left leg extended. Sole the right foot and the left leg. Left hand to the floor, right arm is up. Inhale, exhale, reach forward to grab your foot, ankles, or your shins. Re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, tilt forward. Release. Make your way back up and then twist to the right. Step the left foot down, ground the right palm. Lift the hips, reach your left arm up and overhead. Extend. Threading the needle, left arm threads underneath your right as you take a twist with your spine and a stretch to the outer left arm, outer left shoulder. Take it back up, re-extend the left arm up and overhead, and then taking your feet back down, square back to center, keep your left leg extended and draw the right heel back. Left hand to the floor, right arm is up, inhale, lengthen, exhale, forward fold. Take it back up, reach your right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Stay twisting. You can then take your right hand to out left leg for resistance and twist a little bit deeper. Square back to center, counter twist to the right. Then side bend over your left leg. Reach your right arm overhead and extend. Either just keep reaching forward, or if you can reach your left foot with your right hand to take the bind, take the bind. All right, release. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are, and then counter twisting to your left again. Square back to center. Pick up the right foot, extend it forward. Raise the arms up high. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold once again. Back to center, second side. Keep the right leg extended. Sole the left foot in the right thigh. Right hand to the floor. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward to grab the foot. Then re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen the fold with the neutral spine. Release. Make your way back up. Twist to your left. Then step the right foot down. Ground the left palm. Lift the hips. Reach your right arm up and overhead and extend. Threading the needle, right arm underneath the left and twist. Take it back up, re-extend, and then take the feet down, square back to center. Draw your left heel back. Legs are roughly 90 degrees if you can. Otherwise, if your hips are tighter, you can go less than 90. Right hand to the floor. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing the foot. Re-lengthen again. Exhale, fold forward. Release, make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to the left. Square back to center. I forgot this one. Right hand to the floor, left arm forward, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist, stay twisting. And then left hand can go to outer right leg for resistance and twist deeper. Release, square back to center, counter twist to the left. Then side bend over the right leg, reach your left arm overhead, and extend forward. Now, if you have the extension to grab the right foot with the left hand for the bind, go ahead and take the bind. Otherwise, just keep reaching your left arm forward. Release, make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are, and again, counter twist to the right. Square back to center, carry your left leg forward, this time separating your feet about match width distance. Raise your arms up high again. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing the inner feet or anywhere to inner legs. Re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Take it back up. Step the feet to the floor, about match width again, and then pivot to your heels. Hands to support behind you. And then just windshield wiper your knees side to side. All right, come back to center, step the left heel in, take right ankle on top of the left knee, make sure you flex your right foot, then step the left heel in and sit up tall. So this is your seated ankles to knee. Then press your hands down and your left heel down, lifting your hips for three-legged tabletop. You can keep the gaze looking forward, lifting your head, or if your neck is strong and healthy and you can drop your head back comfortably, go ahead. All right, lift the head, looking back forward again. Take the seat back down. Drop the knees over to the left side, see the spinal twist. Right hand is behind you, left arm is up, inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Back to center, counter twist to your left. Center again, supporting with the hands, lift the knees back up, and then switch legs. Right foot comes down, left ankles to knee. Make sure you flex your left foot and step the right heel in, sitting up tall. So you want to use the resistance of your hands pressing down to lift your chest in opposition. All right, and then let's lift. Lift the hips up high. Now, again, looking forward or dropping your head back if your neck is strong and healthy. All right, lift the head back up, looking forward, drop the feet, and then knees go over to the right side. Left hand is behind you. Inhale, right arm up, exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center. Lift the legs back up again. Extend the legs forward, and then just shake them out. Good. Step the heels in, And make your way to yogic squat. Your heels are about um, narrower than mat's width, and maybe your toes are turned out to about mat's width. Try to ground the heels if you can, hands together in prayer, and then press your elbows to your inner knees back into your elbows so your legs and your arms are active. Now, once you have this resistance, maybe drawing your seat toward the heels a little bit more, lift your chest and lean back. Now, for those of us who cannot draw the heels down, you have to stay on your tiptoes, then maybe just stay here with your hands supporting. If you feel confident to balance, right, then you can take your hands together. Otherwise, if you're on your tiptoes and you're shaky, then better to keep your hands on the floor for support. 3 more breaths. Then take the hands to the floor, lift the seat, draw the heels wide so your feet are about mat's width distance and parallel to each other, and then let's sway out your hips side to side. All right, come back to stillness. Let's twist. Left hand comes to center, creating a tripod. And notice that the left shoulder and the left wrist pretty much line up into a vertical line. Then bend your left knee, keep the right leg extended. Raise your right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind. Raise your right arm up and reach to the front of the room. Right arm about parallel to the floor, extend. Switch sides. Right hand comes to floor. Right hand to center. Bend your right knee, lengthen out your left leg, and again, right shoulder, right wrist, pretty much line up to a vertical line. And twist with the left arm up. Take that to a half bind. Left hand behind you and twist a little bit deeper. Re-extend the left arm up and to the front of the room. Left arm about parallel to the floor and extend. Then release your left hand back down to the floor. Square off once again so you're supporting evenly to both sides. Sway out your hips side to side. Come back to stillness with your hands supporting. Bend your knees. Let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back. So now your spine is neutral and the muscles around your spine are engaged to support. Then reach your arms out to either side and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the torso to about 45 degrees and reach the arms forward here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As if you're swimming the breaststroke, swim the arms back, swim the arms forward, swim the arms back, swim the arms forward. 3 more times. Swim back, swim forward, swim back, swim forward, swim back. This time, swim forward, lengthen out the legs, lift all the way up into a slight back bend. Come back to vertical, take the hands to the waist, your thumbs are pressing to your lower back, your fingertips are pointing forward, and then draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Press your thumbs to your lower back as you lean the hips forward, upper torso lean back. Now let's start with the gaze looking forward first. All right, so just keep leaning the hips forward as you broaden your chest. Your upper back is engaging, gaze looking forward. Then slowly start to draw the head back, looking upwards. Lift the head again, looking forward, and then ease your way out by lifting all the way up. Extend the arms forward, and just rounding your mid and upper back with the chin toward the chest. Come back to neutral, releasing hands alongside. Step the feet in, coming to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, reach the arms up, chair. On the exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to the floor, bend the knees, and stepping your right foot back. Low lunge. Raise the arms up high for high lunge. Steadying balance here. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bend the front knee, coming back to high lunge. Then dip the right knee almost all the way down. Lift back up. Dip the right knee almost all the way down. Lift back up. Dip and lift. Hands to the floor. Supporting low lunge. Then lengthen out the left leg. You don't have to go to the full extension. Then bend the left knee 3 times. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. And then taking big circles with the left arm and lengthening and bending the front knee, coordinating the movement together. So as you're ready, lengthen out the left leg as you reach your left arm back and down. Then bend the front knee, circle left arm forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it up. Total of 5. Lengthen, back and down. Bend, circle it forward and up. Lengthen, back and down. Bend and circle it up. One more. Lengthen, back and down. Bend and circle it up into half bind, left hand behind you. Twist deeper. Raise your left arm up and to the front of the room. Extended revolved lunge. Left hand to the floor. And this time, lengthen out the left leg and fold. Bend the front knee, ground the back heel, warrior 1. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. With your right hand, reach down, forward and up for warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. One more time. Reach down, forward and up, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Reverse, warrior, left arm up and back. Side angle. Modifying elbow to top of the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm reaching up. Right palm face down, reach forward. And then as we did with the lunge, we're going to lengthen and bend the front knee and circle your right arm. So lengthen out the left leg, reach your right arm up and back. Bend the front knee, circle it down and forward. Inhale, lengthen, reach up and back. Bend down and forward. Lengthen up and back. Bend down and forward 2 more times. Lengthen up and back. Bend down and forward. Lengthen up and back. Bend down and forward into a half bind. Right hand behind you and twist deeper. You may stay here if you have the full bind. Left arm goes underneath the left leg, circling back behind you to catch the other hand. Then lift the upper torso, lean back, and stack your shoulders. Now, for those of us who are really tight and you're not able to bind fully and lean back sufficiently, then stay here in the half bind instead and work on this flexibility. All right, release the binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it for cobra. Right, otherwise, you're keeping a slight bending of the elbows to accommodate for your lower back bend. All right, all the way down. Child's pose, seat toward the heels and fold. Lift back up to down dog. And then start to walk your feet forward. And then again, let's take yogic squat. Toes are turned out, heels are a little bit closer. Do the best you can to keep the heels down. If you're able to, fantastic. If not, support with your hands. Then elbows press into your inner knees back into your elbows, creating resistance. Then let the seat drop down as you lift the head and lift the chest and lean back. And hands back down, lift the seat, turn the heels back wide, about mat's width, and sway out your hips side to side. All right, come back to center. Bend your knees a little bit. Press your right elbow to the inner right knee, right hand to the inner left knee, and squeeze your thighs toward each other. Use that resistance to then raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind and twist. Raise your left arm up and to the front of the room and extend. Take the left hand back down. Take the right hand back down. Straighten out your legs. Sway out your hips side to side. Come back to center. Bend both knees again. Left elbow to the inner left knee. Left hand to the inner right knee. Squeeze your inner thighs. Raise your right arm up to twist. And then half bind, right hand behind you. Twist deeper. Let your shoulders continue to stack. A Kashmira, right hand behind you. Half bind. All right, now reach your right arm up and to the front of the room. Right arm about parallel to the floor and extend. Right hand to the floor, left hand down. Lengthen out the legs and again, sway out your hips side to side. Come back to stillness. Bend your knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back. Stabilize your spine and then reaching the arms out once again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the torso to about 45 degrees and reach the arms forward as if you were swimming. Swim the arms back, swim the arms forward, swim back, swim forward, swim back, swim forward, swim back, swim forward, swim back. Swim forward and lengthen out the legs, lift up and slightly tilting back for the back bend. Come back to vertical once again. Hands to your waist, thumbs are pressing to your lower back. Then as you press the hips forward, using the resistance of the thumbs to your lower back, lean the upper torso back, broaden your shoulders, maybe even elbows toward each other. You can keep the gaze looking forward this time, or go ahead and just drop the head back whenever you're ready. Come back to vertical, reaching the arms forward, round your mid and upper back, chin toward the chest. Start to release, come back to center, walk your feet forward toward the front of the mat, feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, reach the arms up, chair. Exhale, dive forward, fingertips to the floor, bending the knees, stepping your left foot back, low lunge. And then raising the arms up high for high lunge. Steady your balance here. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, high lunge. Then dip your left knee toward the floor and lift back up. Dip and lift. Dip and lift. Take the hands to the floor for support. Then lengthen out your right leg. You don't have to go to the fullest. And then bend the front knee 2 more times. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Stay here. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. And then coordinating the movement of the right leg and the right arm. Lengthen out the right leg. Reach your right arm back and down. Bend the front knee. Circle it up 5 times. Lengthen. Reach back and down. Bend and circle it up. Lengthen. Back and down. Bend. Circle it up. Lengthen. Back and down. Bend and circle it up one more time. Lengthen back and down. Bend and circle it up into half bind. Right hand behind you and twist a little bit deeper. And raise your right arm back up, right hand to the floor. Lengthen over your right leg for your pyramid. Bend the front knee, ground the back heel, warrior two. Sorry, it was warrior one. Sorry, warrior one. And then open it up, warrior two. Circling. Left hand down, forward and up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse, warrior. Side angle. You can take the right arm to top of the right leg or the right hand to the floor. Left arm reaching up. And so again, as lengthening and bending the front knee as you circle your left arm. So lengthen out your right leg, reach your left arm back and down, bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen back and down. Bend and circle it up two more times. Lengthen back and down. Bend and circle it up. Lengthen back and down. Bend and circle it up. Half bind, left hand behind you. You may stay here or thread the right arm underneath to take the full bind. Lift up, lean back, and stack your shoulders. Again, if this is rather tight for you, then it's better for you to take a half bind instead and start to work on the flexibility in that way. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Again, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. Bending of the elbows if you need it. Release all the way down, child's pose, feet toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Start to walk your feet forward toward your hands, feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Hands together in prayer, twisting to the right. Hook the left arm to the outer right knee and twist. You may stay here for another 3 to 5 breaths or working on a side crow, shifting to your tiptoes. Hands to the floor, to your right side, about shoulders width. Then keeping your elbows bent, you're moving your torso to the right and slightly forward, and maybe that will help you leverage to lift your feet off the floor to arm balance here. Good, push me around, almost there. Okay. Keep thinking about that. All right, let's start to break. Inhale, back up to chair. Exhale, lengthen and dive forward. Up and down 3 times. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Lengthen and dive forward. Bend the knees, arms up chair. Lengthen and dive forward. Tree pose. Bend the knees, come up to chair again, stepping on the left foot. Pick up the right knee, sole the right foot in the left leg. Arms up and out. You may remain here in your basic tree if you're working with any variations that you like. Take whatever you want. Or if you want to work with me, you can wrap the hands back behind you, interlacing your fingers and broadening your chest. If you want to side bend over to the right, you can take the right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. You have 3 more breaths to work through whatever variations you like. If you're taking a variation, start to finish up, make your way back to tree. Then when you're ready, take the arms back up, stepping the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, fingertips to floor, bend the knees, and step the left foot back, crescent moon, left knee comes down. Extra padding to your left knee as you need, and then walking your hands to the top of the thighs, and then let's lunge your hips forward, getting into the stretch of your left quads. You want to line up the right knee over the heel with a vertical line with your shin. Then pressing your hands against your thighs and think about your belly, leaning away from your thighs and leaning the upper torso back and gently looking up at a slight angle, keeping the back of the neck supported here. So you don't want to drop the head back and look straight up. This crunches the back of the neck, destabilizes. You want to look forward at an angle with the back of the neck supported. Once you have that set up and you're ready, arms up. Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing. If you're able to, your arms can go alongside or even behind the ears if you have the mobility. If you don't, you can just shoot straight up, maybe even separating your hands. If your shoulders are tight, you can even go even wider, right? So totally up to you, whatever options you want to take. Releasing your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers, broaden your chest, deepening your back bend. Releasing, side bend, right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. Side bend the other way, left hand to the floor, right arm overhead. Take the hands back to the floor to either side. Tuck the left toes under. Then shift back to a half split. You're lining up your hips over your left knee. So again, your left thigh is vertical. Flex your right foot to get the stretch of the back of the right leg. Hands support either side. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, deepen that fold. All right, so you don't have to go that low. Instead, maybe think about the lengthiness of the spine. So you want a neutral spine as you hinge at the hips to draw forward. All right, so you don't even have to dip your head so far down. Maybe even lengthening forward might give you a better stretch. All right, step the right foot back down. We're going to bind this time. Bend your left knee. You can take the right hand to the top of the right thigh for support, and as you then lift your torso, reach back with your left hand and grab the foot. All right, if you're not able to grab the foot, it's a little bit tight for you, you can just skip it and then just come back to this position. Another way to do it is, if you can't quite balance to grab the foot, keep the right hand on the floor, bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand to grab the foot. Once you have the foot, then start to maybe lift your torso up. Continue to balance here with your right hand to the floor. Keep kicking your left foot back. Now, once you have the foot kicking back, maybe that helps you to draw your torso a little higher, creating tension for balance, and then you can take the right hand to the top of the right thigh and work here. Now, if you're stable here and you can reach your right hand forward and up, go ahead and take your Mermaid 1. Stay here for Mermaid 1 if this is good enough. For those of us who have Mermaid 2, you're going to take the right hand back to the top of the thigh, switch your hand position to the inside of the left foot with your left hand. Then as you draw the heel in, you're going to slip the foot across your forearm to your left elbow crease. Reach your left arm up toward the head, getting your hand closer to your head. And if you're still in balance, reach your right arm up and behind you to take the full bind. All righty, let's release. Hands back to either side. This time, you're going to keep your toes untucked, and you're going to draw the seat all the way back until you're sitting on your heels. Flex your right foot, hands to either side. Inhale, lengthen. And again, try to maintain a neutral spine as you reach forward. So rather than immediately just rounding, I want you to keep a neutral spine, hinge forward, and get as deep as you can in this more neutral spinal position. Skandasana. Lift the torso, lift the feet up a little bit. Adjust your right leg forward and sit all the way down. Then you're going to pick up the left knee and step the left foot down. So this is your Skandasana. Then right hand to grab the left ankle. Side bending forward over your right leg. Reach your left arm overhead and extend, either extending forward or if you can bind the left hand to the right foot, go ahead and take the bind. So this is your God of War, Skandasana. So in Skandasana, you're looking, especially if you're binding, right? You're trying to rotate the heart center to the left and start to shine the heart up toward the sky the best you can. So you want to work on stacking your shoulders as much as possible as you rotate upwards. Alrighty, starting to release. Make your way back up. And twisting to your left, so left hand behind you. Wrap the right arm around your left knee and twist. Take it back to center. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to the right. Back to center. Hand support to either side of the right leg. Lift the feet. So now you're in a squatting position, making your way forward. So as you lift the feet, step the right foot down. Adjust your back foot. Inhale. Come all the way up into reverse warrior. Half moon. Right hand forward about a foot. Lobe off to right side. And reach your left heel back, left arm up. So you're looking to stack your shoulders again, stacking your hips again. If this is easy and you want to bind, bend your left knee, grab the foot, and kick back. If that is easy and you want to take both hands to your left foot for the full bind, go ahead and take your full bind here in your Chapasana. Come back to half moon. We're going to revolve it. Left hand comes to the floor, square off your hips. Raise your right arm up to twist. You may stay here in this revolved half moon or bind the right hand to your left foot and kick back. And this is your revolved Shavasana. Release to step the left foot all the way back. Circle it up and around, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Feet together, knees together. Rise up, chair. Hands together in prayer. Twisting to your left. Twist the chair. Right elbow to outer left knee. Make sure then you check your knees and your feet, that they stay parallel. And twist. Staying here and twist the chair or shift to your tiptoes. Land the hands to your floor to your left. And then bending of the elbows, move your torso left and slightly forward. I like to pick up the left foot first here. And then once I balance, I pick up the right foot. So it's up to you how you want to take that pose. All right, let's start to break. Square back to center chair. Lengthen and dive forward, up and down 3 times. Bend the knees, chair. Lengthen and dive forward. Bend and chair. Dive forward. This time, bend the knees, come up to chair, tree pose, stepping on the right foot. Pick up the left knee. Sole of the left foot to inner right thigh, above or below the knee joint. Arms up and out. And once again, you can take whatever variations you like. Or if you want to follow me, you can wrap the hands back behind you. Take the opposite interlacing of your hands, broaden your shoulders. So this is a nice heart opener in a balance. If you're taking side bending, left arm to left leg, right arm overhead. And as you shift your hips over to the right, you're side bending to your left. We have about 3 more breaths to work through whatever variations you took on the first side. All right, if you're working with the variations, start to finish up, make your way back up to tree. Then when you're ready, raise the arms up high, stepping your left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to floor, bending your knees and stepping your right foot back, crescent moon. Extra padding to your right knee as you need. And then once you're set up, hands to top of the thighs, and then lunge your hips forward, get into the quad stretch. Once you have that, press your hands into your thighs. Lean the upper torso back, your belly drawing away from your thighs and gently looking up at a slight angle. Once you set that up and you're ready, arms up, Venus Mudra. And again, depending on your flexibility in the shoulders, right? Your arms can be alongside the ears and maybe even further back. Or they could be straight up, separating your hands into different shapes and wide position to accommodate for tightness or injuries. And start to wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace with the non-dominant thumb on top and lift and broaden into a back bend and a heart opener. Side bending, left arm to left leg, right arm overhead. Switch sides, right hand down, left arm overhead. Then release, come back to center, take hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under, half split. You're going to shift your hips back in space. Line up the hips over your right knee with a vertical right thigh. Flex your left foot, hands to either side. Lengthen your spine. Try to keep that neutral spine hinging at the hips. Draw forward. So you should feel a nice, intense stretch to the back of the left leg. All right. Step the left foot back down, lunge back forward. We're taking binding now. Okay, left hand to top of left thigh. Bend your right knee. Reach back with the right hand. Grab the foot. Kick back. Reach your left arm up. All right, so if you're able to achieve this, fantastic. Let's say you're having issues, right? You're not quite ready. Left hand can come to floor. Bend your right knee. Trace your right hand along the outside of the right leg to grab the foot. Let's say you're able to grab the foot, but you're not able to come all the way up. Then stay here with your left hand on the floor and just kick back. So that's the beginning of the stretch, right? If it's manageable and you can go further, then you can take the left hand to the top of the left thigh and lean back. Maybe continue to support with your left hand here. Maybe reaching your left arm up. So this is the full expression of your Mermaid 1. Let's say you're now going for Mermaid 2. You're going to switch your right hand to the inside of the foot. Support with the left hand back to left leg first, right? Easy. And then draw the heel in as you then slip the foot across your right forearm into your right elbow crease, hook it there, right hand closer to the head. Then raise your left arm up and behind you to take the bind, looking forward. All right, let's begin to break. Hands to either side. This time, untuck the right toes and shift back to sit on the heel. Flex your left foot, hands to either side. And again, think about neutral spine. And then with that neutral spine, hinge at the hips to draw forward and really feel for the stretch of the back of the left leg here. All right, lift the torso, lift the seat a little bit, and just shift your hips to the left side to sit down. And pick up the right knee, step the right foot down, adjust your seating. So your extended left leg, right foot stepping down, and you want to give yourself a little bit of space here so you can comfortably sit. Left hand to grab the right ankle. Side bend forward over your left leg. Keep your shoulders stacking if you can. Reach your right arm forward. Either just keep extending here, or if you can bind the right hand to your left foot, take the bind, and once you have the bind, you want to continue to stack your shoulders and rotate your torso facing upwards toward the sky. And if your right knee is collapsing a little bit, think about opening up the right knee to the right side. All right, starting to release. Make your way back up. Right hand to the floor behind you for support. Wrap the left arm around your right knee to twist. Come back to center. Counter twist to your left. Square back to center. With your hands either side, lift the seat once again, and then start to shift back forward, stepping your left foot down, adjust your right foot, come all the way up into Warrior Two. Reverse Warrior. Half Moon. Left hand forward about a foot, a little bit off to left side. Shift forward to balance on the left hand, left foot. Reach your right heel back, right arm up toward the sky. So you want to flex your right foot actively. You want to stack the entire right side over your left. Gaze looking down if you need to keep the checking of the balance. Now, if you're going further, you can bend your right knee and grab the outside of the right foot with your right hand. That is Chapasana, half variation. If your balance is good and you want to take both hands to your right foot for the full expression of your mermaid Chapasana, Chapasana, your sugar cane, go ahead and take it. All right, let's come back to half moon. Left hand down, right heel back, right arm up. We're revolving it. Take the right hand to your floor, then square off your hips. So the right hip draws down so that you're parallel to the floor with your hips, and then raise your left arm up to twist. And then if you're going further, to bind, left hand to the right foot, and kick back. Start to break, step it back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Come forward into your plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Take the arms out to a T position. Take the left cheek down to the floor, looking past your right fingertips. Then bend your right knee, lift the right thigh off the floor, and as you stack the hips, drop the right foot back behind you, but keep supporting with your hands. Now, once your right foot touches down, think about rolling your right knee up and back behind you. So the knee points upwards toward the sky, and behind you gives you a little bit more activity into your right hip, right inner thigh. If you just let that right knee collapse, you're not going to feel enough on that right thigh, right hip, right glutes. All right, let's release. Pick up the right foot, square back to center. Switch sides. Look over to your left. Right cheek on the floor. Then bend your left knee, lift the left thigh. Drop the left foot back behind you. Now, once you have the left toes or the left heel pressing down for support, think about your left knee raising up toward the sky and behind you. So you want the left thigh to be lifting upwards toward the sky with the support of the left heel down. So as you rotate here, getting into your inner left leg, you're also stretching to the right arm, the front of the right shoulder. Let's break. Pick up the foot. Square up your hips. Let's go again. Look to your right. Left cheek is down. This time, you're going to keep your right leg extended. Pick up the right thigh off the floor. And as you draw the right foot back behind you, point the toes to the lower right-hand corner of the room. Then lift the left leg and reach your left toes to the opposite corner of the room. And your legs are scissoring. You're extending through your legs actively, reaching through straight legs, toes in opposite corners of the room. All right, release your left leg, square back to center, switch directions, right cheek down, looking past your left fingertips. With your left leg fully extended, pointing your toes, lift the left thigh off the floor. As you reach your left foot to the right-hand corner of the room, lift the right leg and reach to the opposite corner of the room. Scissoring your legs in opposition and reach through your toes. Extend, 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 supporting with your arms. Release your right leg, square back to center, child's pose, hands alongside the ribs, and then slowly making your way back to the forward fold with the feet drawing toward the heels, and fold in child's pose. Down dog. Left leg up for pigeon. Draw the left knee in toward the nose, land that shin to the floor. Your left thigh should angle out 30 to 45 degrees over to the right side. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee further back to lower your hips, and then untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through your spine, and once you're set and you're ready, make your way forward, forearms down. Right? And so when I say set and ready, that means the hips are relatively level to the floor. If you don't have this proper measurement and you're sitting down on the left side, right, you're going to feel like in order for you not to fall off to the side, you have to curve your spine. And this is actually really uncomfortable and not very productive in terms of what you're trying to do here. So try to stand on the shin instead. Angle out your left thigh 30 to 45 degrees over to your left, and then you're actually balancing in the shape of a triangle. This might give you a much better positioning of the hips being level to the floor so that you can balance here. And once you're set here, feeling pretty even on both sides, then you're ready to draw forward. And then notice that the hips remain relatively level to the floor, and that's what you're aiming for. Your hips, your lower back, basically your hip structure is parallel and level to the floor. Either stay here in passive pigeon and this is feeling great to you, or you can take some variations. If you know what you're doing, you can take whatever you want. If you're following me, you're lifting your torso and just looking for a simple back bend here. So again, you're looking for even hips and a balance here. If you're going for binding, just like we did in Crescent Moon for Mermaid, left hand to the floor. I usually like to take it to the front of the left shin with the left hand. Then bend your knee. And again, if you can't reach back easily, you can trace your hand alongside the leg so that you know where your foot is, right? And then grabbing the foot. Otherwise, you're just bending, reaching back, and grabbing the outside of the foot. Once you have your foot, you want to kick back and slightly outward to the right. All right, we tend to have a tendency to fall toward the center line, which then collapses on the left side. So if you kick your foot back and to the right, that helps you to draw the torso and the weight to the right a little bit, keeping you centered so that maybe your left arm can reach up and back and balance here. And then if you have Mermaid 2, you can grab the inside of the foot, and again, drawing your foot in, slip that foot across your elbow crease. Reach your right hand toward the head to get the hand closer, and then reach up and back. So you want the tension of the foot kicking back, so that helps you draw the torso up and back in space for balance. Right? If you're constantly leaning forward, you're not going to be able to balance. Good one, Phoebe. All right, let's come back. Lift your torso back up. Ground your palms. Tuck the right toes under. Press back for down dog. And then you can move your legs side to side or pedal out the legs or just bend and extend the knees, whatever you want. All right, let's take it to the second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in, point your toe position. Land the shin to the floor. Angle out the right side, 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee further back so you can lower your hips, untuck your toes. Then walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. This is where you test, are you pretty level to the floor? All right, so again, you're not sitting down on the right side unless you're super flexible, right? Most of us are not going to be sitting down at all. Right, so you're balancing here. If you're falling off to the side, right, you're going to curve your spine. So again, try to balance on the shin, elongate, and once you're ready, walk your hands forward, forearms down or making pillows with your hands. All right, if you're taking variations, make your way up, walk your hands in. So once again, most of us are not going to have the flexibility in the hips to sit down. Most of us are balancing on the shin with the right seat off the floor, right? That's okay. Right hand to the floor for support. And again, I like to take it from the shin so I can have better extension to reach for my left foot. So if you need to trace your left hand alongside the leg to grab the foot, you can take it, or just bend the knee, grab the foot if you can reach easily. So again, when you kick back, we have a tendency to kick back and fall toward the center, which then forces us to collapse, right? So rather than that, what you want to do is kick back and slightly outwardly. And what that does is it helps you to draw the torso to the left in this position, keeping you in balance. So kick back and slightly outwards to your left in this position. Then once you can balance, right arm up and back. Right? So there's your mermaid one. If you're taking mermaid two, right hand comes back down for support, switch hand position to the inside of the foot, and then as you draw the foot in, slip that foot across the forearm to your elbow crease, and then reach the left hand closer toward the head. Then kick back so you can draw your torso a little bit more vertically, and then if you can release your right hand to reach up and back, this is your mermaid two. Right? If you're not able to take the mermaid two, just like Kashmir is doing, maybe she can't take the bind yet. Maybe she needs her right hand to the floor, right? You can still work halfway. You can still draw that foot in, work that foot across your elbow crease, and get comfortable here, right? So this is perfectly fine to keep one hand on the floor for stability. Right? So these are small ways of working deeper into the pose and add the pieces together, eventually getting there, right? All right, let's start to break. Walk your hands back in, tuck the left toes under, and press it back to the down dog, and walk it out side to side. All righty, when you're ready, let's walk your feet forward towards your hands and gently take your seat down. Extend the legs forward with the hands supporting, sliding your hands out so that as you come down, you're coming down slowly with your torso. Then keep your right leg extended, draw the left knee in, recline twisting, left arm out to a T, and then with your right hand to outer left leg, twist to the right. Try to keep your left arm, left shoulder blade flat on the floor to stabilize. The spine comes from your rotation of the spine. All right, gently take the left knee back to center, and then switch leg, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Keep your right arm, right shoulder blade flat on the floor the best you can as you then rotate to your left for the spinal twist. All righty, take it back to center, hugging both knees in. And then once you're feeling pretty neutral and you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes turning out, arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, eyes are closed, and let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And then once you're up, let's take a non-dominant shin on top, and then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you so much again. See you soon.